Hi guys, Mandy, A Course in Miracles student here. I want to give a shout out to my sister Faye. I'm pretty sure she's one of my subscribers. I know she subscribes to both of my channels, and she's always there for me, checking out my stuff. She doesn't necessarily believe in this, but she at least likes my stuff, and she's positive. So she has her own channel, and it's called her name is Faylene Chung, and what she does is she reads books to her son, and sometimes she has other like her son's friends, and they sit there and she reads books, and sometimes the kids can be cute. So anyway, I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent him who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because he who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever he wishes, knowing he goes there with me. I will be healed as I let him teach me to heal. So, that was on page 28 of the text. If you haven't joined me before, I read out of that every day, and that is my way of turning it over to the Holy Spirit. Let me just read this sentence that's on the next page that I really love. It's 3/4 of the way down the page. It's it's in the paragraph that says number 4. It's on page 29. It says number 6 is right next to it. You are much too tolerant of mind wandering and are passively condoning your mind's miscreations. So very important. So very important. That's why we're doing this stuff, because we have allowed our minds to wander, and we have allowed our minds to be with the ego so long. Generation, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, we've allowed our thoughts to be with the ego, and so the ego is ingrained so deeply in us. Let me tell you, sometimes there are times when I am like, oh my gosh, this is a difficult lesson. I'm seriously like, ugh. And seriously, the ego will get running and going, and then I'll realize, oh my goodness, I'm miserable. It's because I've allowed my thinking to go bad for so long. But don't keep kicking yourself in the butt for it. Just go on. Do the next right thing. Do the next right thing. All right, guys. So we're going to turn to page 34 in the workbook. This is lesson 23. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to eventually get out of this world and be enlightened. Be enlightened, be with God in all the love and the wonderful love, constant love. I've heard it, Gary Renard's books, The Disappearance of the Universe and Love Has Forgotten No One, and I forget the other one. I've read it so long ago. Anyway, in the books, they describe heaven as constant, never ending, without no limits, love. And it feels like a non-stop orgasm. It has an orgasmic effect to it. That is how wonderful it is. Someday we try to join our bodies with sex to get close to that feeling of being with God. To get that, we search that orgasm. We can have it. We can have it. And it doesn't have to stop. The closer we get to God, the more we get closer to God, the more we can have that. The holy instant is just that. But the difference between being in heaven and the holy instant is the holy instant does eventually, we because we have a split mind, we eventually do revert back into our ego self. But holy instant is very wonderful blessing gift that we can receive. And that usually happens, well, that can happen anytime, but a lot of times will happen after you get really into the process of doing this. So let me get started. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work, if your perception of the world is to be changed. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. There is no point in lamenting the world. Lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of changing because it is merely an effect. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. There are changing here you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically. Let me just say, there are some people that teach A Course in Miracles, and they are not. They teach on fixing the world up and trying to have this be heaven on earth, instead of facing these difficulties with the Holy Spirit and changing the way we see them. They feel like taking your thoughts and just covering them up with good thoughts. Taking your bad thoughts and covering them up with good thoughts, you still, what do you have? It doesn't work. So I'm just gonna, you're gonna have more work, and you're gonna have to redo that lesson. So if you really want to get right to the source and do this correctly, you have to go to the Holy Spirit and look at all the negative things that cause you to be upset, even a tiny bit inside. Anyway, let me not go on. All right, so you see the world that you have made, but you do not see yourself as the image maker. You cannot be saved from the world, but you can escape from its cause. This is what salvation means. For where is the world you can see when its cause is gone? Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. Loneliness can light your images and transform them loveliness, and transform them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate. For you will not be making them alone. Remember, we do this with the Holy Spirit. The idea for today induces the thought that you are not trapped in the world you see, because its cause can be changed. This change requires first that the cause is identified and then let go, so that it can be replaced. The first two steps in this process requires your cooperation. The final one does not. Your images have already been replaced. By taking the first two steps, you will see that this is so. Besides using it throughout the day as need arises, 5 practice periods are required to apply today's idea. As you look about you, repeat the idea slowly to yourself first. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Then close your eyes and devote about 1 minute to searching your mind for as many attack thoughts as occur to you. As each one crosses your mind, say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about this. Hold each attack thought in mind as you say this, and then dismiss that thought and go on to the next. In the practice periods, be sure to include both your thoughts of attack and of being attacked. Their effects are exactly the same because they are exactly the same. You do not recognize this as yet, and you are asked at this time only to treat them as the same in today's practice period. We are still in the stage of identifying the cause of the world you see. When you finally learn that the thoughts of attack and of being attacked are not different, you being attacked are not different, you will be ready to let the cause go. One thing that I have to say that this reminds me of is Jesus did not go around when people were angry at him. He did not say, oh, well, you're a bastard, and I'm going to forgive you because I'm so wonderful. I'm going to forgive you, but you're still going to hell. Okay? Jesus knew. He knew that was coming from himself. Whatever was going on out there was coming from himself. So one of the things that Ken Wapnick talks about is to accept acceptance. I've heard it in other places. Acceptance is the key to all of my problems today. Accept the situation as it is. Okay, this guy is screaming at me. Okay. Or it appears that this guy is screaming at me. Right. I'm here right now. It seems that I'm here right now, okay? Then I can turn it over to the Holy Spirit. This is yours, Holy Spirit. This is not mine. Well, this guy, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay? No. I'm changing my mind. I'm not doing anything out here with it. Remember, when Jesus was being crucified, he didn't talk back to these people. Okay? He did when he was, when he was inspired by the Holy Spirit, he did say something. Like once in the end of during the crucifixion. So the idea here is to try to catch yourself before, and it doesn't happen automatically. Get in the habit of trying to say, okay, I'm miserable. I need to accept the situation as it is. I need to try to talk to the Holy Spirit about this, connect with him. He's in charge, okay? And I need to change my mind about this. This is not easy stuff, guys. We are in the difficult program. We are in the advanced course. We're the foundation layers. Keep going, guys. Keep up the good work. Okay, so I'm going to end it right there. Have a great night. Have a great day. Nice talking to you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.